Yo, what's up, guys? So, I was thinking, and this is becoming like a thought that I've had for a long time, basically, is like, you know, I just feel like there's no more hope. I know it sounds crazy. Um, I just feel like things are like at a new low, like systemically all across the world, at least where I am. I mean, I made, I made a life choice to come here to France and it didn't work out for me and I have kids here so now I have to kind of stay and sacrifice my life for that. So I accept that part of my lack of success if you want to call it but like I just feel I do feel like I did everything right. I did everything I was supposed to do and I'm still here at the bottom of the barrel and scraping for pennies and just confused how I could be doing everything right and not be even making any progress whatsoever and just having like a dismal looking future. Um, a little bit about my history. I was never like the best student in school, not for lack of effort, but I just had problems memorizing stuff. I never had a problem with, understanding concepts or, you know, getting the whole gist of the story. But my thing was like I was just not, the best at memorization, I guess you would say. But despite that, people told me get a degree and you'll have a decent job. You'll have a decent future bare minimum. And so I worked really hard. Like I probably worked multiple times harder than the average student has to get my degree and just to do it because I believe that that would help in some way in the future eventually. And so I got my degree in communications. I started with studying in kinesiology because I wanted to be like a physical therapist, and then I changed to communications, and I got my degree. So if I wanted to get another degree in kinesiology, it would probably only take me like another year of study or whatever. But honestly, I don't really see, even if I did that, especially here in France, there's no reason for me to do that financially because it wouldn't unblock anything here in France by having that American additional degree. But I mean, I just feel you know, like I don't party and I stopped drinking. Like I don't drink. I'm sober. I take care of my health. I'm always trying to learn new things, in marketing and just, using a variety of tools online. And I am very competent. I can do things that a lot of agency owners don't even know how to do. But nobody will hire me because everybody wants experience. Everybody wants to see that you made X amount of money for which company, and whatnot. Nobody wants to hire for starting roles or for, getting your feet wet or whatever. Nobody even wants to give you a shot at it. I mean, and I feel like it's not even like about starting or entry or low class or whatever. I feel like the middle class is getting drained as well. And middle class people, they don't understand that some of the lower class people are actually more qualified and smarter than they are. And so they're not giving the opportunity to some of the low class people. Like if people give me more of an opportunity, I feel like I would be able to do something with it and even like help people who helped me, but nobody's willing to like put out the hand really for you to do that. Everybody's so like you know, keeping stuff for themselves or whatever, in scarcity mode. And I feel like, you know, everything is just set up like with inflation, and the prices going up and pay going down, or pay just not staying the same relative to living price. People are living smaller, tighter, and it's like a continuous contraction. It's like a snake, like strangling its prey bit by bit. If you want to call that snake, I don't know if you want to call that like the 1% of the 1%, or if you want to call that whatever the controlling class is, I don't know. But I feel like it's designed in such a way that, it'll suck out money wherever it can, and everybody's getting drained dry, you know? And it just feels like there's no hope anymore. It just feels like there's not going to be any growth or any change or anything remotely positive. Like, I haven't had a win, like, in so long. Like, not even sure if I've even had a win. I know people have wins, and I know people win sometimes, but I just feel like, I haven't had a win on almost like my entire life. And I'm not stupid. Like, there are a lot of people smarter than me, no problem, but I also have like my own strengths, and I'm consistent. I show up and I do a decent job at whatever I'm told to do, you know. And I've worked for a few jobs where it's like minimum wage pay, but it's like a good steady gig, and even there, people are incompetent. I will do the work of like 10 people, or I'll like show myself to be competent, and I won't be kept after like the test month or whatever. Like, I'll do the work for the entire office so nobody has anything to do, and then they'll be like, shit, we have nothing to do. We're not going to keep this guy. He's too effective. He's doing the job too well. And they won't keep you because then they'll have to fire the whole staff just to keep you, Like, it's like being competent is like a handicap. Like, you have to play the stupid game, and you have to play the drama games, and you have to work slow when your boss isn't there, and fast the 5 seconds he is there, and you have to jump at ridiculous moments when the boss tells you to jump, which is ridiculous. And then when the boss isn't there, like, all that jumping was for nothing. Like, the whole system and the whole like businesses are just set up shit. Like, it's a shitty corrupt system, like all across like the employers, like where you go into working for companies. Like, it's just totally crazy. It's totally crazy, the situation. Like, if you're competent, you get abused, you get overworked, you get handed more responsibility, and you don't get handed more pay at all. And that's if you get kept, because they probably won't even keep you because you're disrupting the culture. I mean, there's no place anymore, I feel like, for people who are competent, who will do a good job, who will go above and beyond. There's no like incentive for anybody to do that, and there's no path for people like that, for people to go and succeed by themselves. Like, all the paths have been taken or blocked or systemically eliminated in some way. Like, I'm honestly starting to lose hope. Like, not starting to lose hope, like that was a long time ago. Like, I've I have a really hard time like breathing. I know it sounds crazy, but like the stress in my body is just like increasing to such a point where like I can't even really like breathe normally anymore, Like, just feeling the pressure everywhere, and just it's just crazy how fast money goes. Like, I just bought like a pillowcase. a new set of headphones, a pair of socks, and like basic groceries or whatever, and like 200 euros or dollars is like gone. Like, and I don't even have food for like multiple days. That was just like for a day or two of food. And I have like three kids. Like, this is just crazy. Like, I don't know honestly where this is going, but I feel like there's pressure in the world and it's like increasing. Like people don't fucking care anymore. They will drive like against traffic and be like, just fuck it, like in parking lots, not on the roads yet, you know? Like people are getting to the point where like they'll just walk into you. Like they don't care to like avoid you at the supermarket. Like you can be like the biggest, most muscular guy and you'll have like just random people who you can like totally knock over, like just like walk right towards you just because they're rude and they know that like you're bigger or whatever, so like you're supposed to get out of the way or whatever. Like I just feel like everybody is just fed up to the max. Like everybody's stressed out, everybody's lost hope, and it's like not just me. I feel like people are like having a hard time breathing and whatnot, you know? And I know that this isn't everybody, and some people have a reasonably comfortable lifestyle. And these people don't even understand like how they're wasting their money. Like they're not even like saving correctly. Like they're just so stupid. Instead of like helping people who really need help, they're gonna go make stupid like investments that don't pay off as they should and that hold up their money so they can't like, you know, be flexible or liquid with it, and they're just like sitting on it and it's not doing anything, and it's just like this is just crazy. Like honestly, like I need a win, I need something to change. Like I can't, I don't know how I'm going to live like this for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you know? Like I've already felt pushed to my limit the last how many years. Like I'm already deep into this drag on the mentality, you know? And like I'm in good health, you know, put me on a treadmill or have me do a few push-ups. I'm not where I could be because of the stress, you know, but technically I'm in good health and that's like cool, but like I know I'm not in good health just because of the stress, like because of my brain. My brain is just like overwhelmed, and I feel like the brain needs some level of hope, you know, some some fair treatment, some idea of, you know, this world is halfway normal. I feel like we might be better if we just all like go into the forest and start hunting or whatever. At least we wouldn't have people coming to us telling us we need to do this and that or the other thing. And if we die of starvation and sickness or whatever, I don't know. But I mean, the only thing that would stop us is like those two things. Like things have just gotten out of hand and it's crazy, you know? I just like, I'm to the point where like I'm a religious guy. I believe in God. I don't even know how people who don't believe in God, how they do it. Like maybe they're just more successful or whatever, but I feel like if I didn't have God, things would be like so much crazier. But like it's already like I have that luxury to believe in a higher power and to, you know, have prayer and a relationship with somebody, you know, even if I'm isolated at times and whatnot. But like it's affecting my family, my kids, everything. Like I can't even be there or do things the way that I want to be with my kids because the pressure of society and the pressure of just bills and whatnot. I can't have a good relationship with their mother just because I have to protect what little I have to such a point that I can't even really like give other people like what the minimum that they think, that they're supposed to be getting or whatever. Like, we're just kind of like each one for himself, and that's kind of like what we've been forced into. Then it's just crazy. So, anyways, that's pretty much everything I had to say for today. Um, Hopefully things will change. I don't know how things are going to go with, we about, the job market and, the whole technology, all the tools we have now, automation and everything. Like, I don't know where this is going exactly, and we see this with Ukraine, Russia attacking Ukraine, and then Trump attacking, um, Iran. I know these have histories, and it's not just an isolated event, and I understand a little bit about the history of all that, but also it's just kind of like, even I feel like the politicians are like desperate. They're just like, yeah, so if I go and I invade another country, what are you really gonna do? I have no nuclear power, so like, what are you going to do? Like, just try to stop me. What's stopping me from just grabbing all, thousands of men, tanks and guns or whatever, and maybe a few bombs, and just like going in there and pushing over a few countries? Like, if you have nuclear power, obviously nobody wants a nuclear war. And people, like, things have just gotten so insane. I'm just wondering, like, the people who are really in control of all this, like, what are they thinking? And like, do they understand the implications of like AI and automation and whatnot, and what's going to happen to their little glass tower that they built when AI takes over, and there's millions of people who have already been like, you know taken every cent from them, and suddenly the people are just like, you know what, like, this isn't going to get better anytime soon, so something needs to change. Like, I feel like we just need to start like a new country in a new land, and just be like, you know you can build your country, here's some wood, and we have a few electricians, and we're gonna like trade, stuff so things work smoothly and there's no need for money or whatever. And then just like, I know it sounds totally crazy because it's not like an economical plan, but I just feel like the one that we have right now is just failing us so bad. Like, there needs to be a new way of doing things. This way sucks and it's not getting better. Honestly, I'm 43 years old. It's basically been like this my entire life. I tried to do everything that I was told to do. I'm not a crazy guy. If you hire me, I'll do a good job. Like, if you want me to shut up, I won't say anything. Just treat me halfway fairly. Like, and even that doesn't seem to be enough. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, this world, what have we gotten ourselves into? This is like, it's almost like hell on earth. Like, nobody wants this. And a lot of people are like that. And I understand why people turn to alcohol or other things to like get their mind off of just like the shit. Like, I can't really drink anymore because I can't really like tolerate alcohol like I could in the past. I mean, I could drink a little bit, but I'm just not into it. I just don't like the feeling that I have to drink all the time. But it's also bad on my body in a way that it wasn't in the past. Yeah, I can't really do that. So, but I understand like why people are depressive and taking medication, talking to therapists, and doing anything just to like get them out of this muck. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyways, good luck to all of you. um I hope things get better for all y'all. And I do think we need to try. So that's all we can do.